Welcome to Buzz Talk Business Show. Each episode, we bring you news and interviews with local businesses, discuss business tips and advice on how to get started or the best out of your business. Welcome to Buzz Talk Business Show.
Hello, everybody. How are we all doing?
All good, thank you.
Wonderful. So we're back at the Login Lounge here in Camberley again, and today we are joined with the lovely Olga from Fleet Flowers. Hello, Olga.
All good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, wonderful to meet you. So, tell us, Olga, Fleet Flowers, how long have you been running the business for, and what is the business?
Fleet Flowers is a business that I run from my garage in Fleet, Hampshire, based in Elbetham Heath, exactly. And also I have a stand at the train station in Basingstoke where I work 3 days per week in the evening from 5 to 9 p.m. the rush hour.
Wonderful.
I started my business 4 years ago.
I spent a lot of time in Basingstoke. I went there to college for 3 years, so it's quite possible, going through the train station, I may have seen your stand.
Who knows? you pass by in the past and maybe purchase my flowers. It's a lot of people. It's 5 platform there, so it's quite busy.
So how long have you been operating under Fleet Flowers?
4 years.
4 years. So you started just before the pandemic?
Yes, exactly.
And how did this idea come about? Was it a passion that you've always had about flowers, or?
For my son's baptism, I visited the flowers market in London, and then I was doing Airbnb in London before that, and the business changed, so I was looking for something new to do. And when I visited the flowers market, I was obsessed about color and fragrance, so I decided I would like to become a florist. One of my neighbors in London, in Bethnal Green, Sessions, she's quite popular there. She teach me how to create beautiful bouquets, and I just add my style and my preferences in colors and flowers.
I think with flower arranging, you can really show off your personality.
Absolutely.
You can really show yourself in the bouquets that you create. And we've got a lovely bouquet of flowers here in front of us today. Talk to us a little bit of the bouquet that you put together for us. What sort of flowers have we got? I can see some roses. What else?
Tulips.
Bits and pieces have we got?
Kimprotea, eucalyptus, and a lot of exotic flowers as well. I try to add something unusual.
Of course.
And
a USP, as you will,
Absolutely.
something very unique to you.
Absolutely. So when people have flowers from Fleet Flowers at home, it's not only about beauty. It's they add some fragrance, so their room will have some extra fragrance, so they won't ignore it.
Wonderful. And with the bouquet in front of us, how much would clients be looking at spending for your bouquets? Do they range in prices depending on size?
Yes, the minimum is £30 plus 6 for the delivery.
Okay.
And I deliver it up to 5 miles from Fleet. And some people, they go for whatever. I have for Valentine's £200 bouquet.
Goodness me. Was that all red roses?
Was really, really, really generous.
Wow.
And I have now for Mommy's Day, the most generous was 120.
Okay.
So it's all sorts, yes.
Wonderful. I can imagine, obviously, as it has just been Mother's Day, you're very busy. A lot of mothers probably did receive flowers on Mother's Day. Mine certainly did. I've got a younger brother and sister, and they bought them flowers. I went with the bath set this year.
The bath set?
I did. I bought my mum a bath bomb set. It was quite clever because when it got delivered, it had a little tag on it and it said that there was 26 different bath items inside, and I thought I can use that. There's 26 items in there, Mum. There's one for every year that you've been my mum. It's hand-picked, I decided to do that. But lovely. Where do you source all your flowers from?
My provider is from Holland. Until a year ago, I was very interesting. I was wrapping my son at 3 a.m. to be at the market in London by 4. But for the last year, I get them delivery in my home from 1 a.m. until 6 a.m. So I am, when this happened, this is every Thursday evening,
Goodness.
I make sure that I am away when they arrive. Because you can imagine if it's raining outside, they will be damaged. So
it's a case of when they get delivered, you want them inside in the dry very quickly.
straight after, yes.
There's a lot of love goes into, like you're saying, like getting up early in the morning, receiving the flowers, getting them all set up. I mean, that's really nice how they kind of put it together. I mean, we were talking about doing flower arranging at some point, but it's definitely a skill.
It is an art. It's an art form as well, I think. I mean, I've grown up with a florist. My grandmother was a florist for many years in Winchester. She was a manager of quite a few different flower shops over the years, and she did a lot of the flowers for my cousin Fiona's wedding as well. So my cousin Fiona didn't want flowers from anybody else apart from my grandmother. So it is very much an art form, and it takes the right sort of person. I certainly wouldn't be able to have an eye for what colours go well together. I can't even dress myself half in the morning. I have to get a second opinion on what to wear. So thankfully, doing this, I have a uniform to wear, so it's a bit easier.
Normally, when people call me, I ask them about what is the occasion for the flowers. Let's say Jack say it's for my wife, and I say, okay, what is her style? Because it's very important, isn't it? Not everyone have the same style and priorities. So I ask for, what is her style? Is she colorful? Is she classic? What kind of the flowers she likes?
You can then really tailor it towards the person.
100%.
You can look at their budget. You're listening to what your customers need and would like, and you can really then hone in to the perfect bouquet for any occasion, for any person.
And this is someone that is into the bright colors. You can go with cream and white.
Yeah.
It's not going to. It's going to be like oh, thank you, but you try to go for the wow, that's beautiful.
I mean, when you came up this morning and I saw the bouquet, I thought, goodness me, you shouldn't have bought me flowers. I did, but these in front of it, they are stunning. They are beautiful. They are fresh. They are bright. I know when we were having a chat earlier, you unwrapped them and you showed me that you trim them for the customer as well, and the quality and the smell that these flowers give off is beautiful, because you can buy flowers anywhere. Yeah, let's be honest, you can. But bespoke bouquet of flowers that has been picked and put together with you in mind is hard to come by. I
mean, if I was shopping flowers, it would be like looking at how they look and how they arrange. I wouldn't just buy any old flowers.
No,
because you want to put time and effort. Because obviously, when it goes to somebody, shows you care.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, so talking of bits and pieces as well, what would you say is quite popular at the moment?
Tulips.
Absolutely.
And we've got wedding season coming up very soon as well.
Yes, 100%. And there's a lot of freesia, hydrangeas, that varies. Ranunculus, peonies. Peonies that are beautiful, but they are very fragile.
The very delicate flower.
Exactly.
Did you do any flowers for like businesses that want to make things look smart?
Yes, I do. I create for any occasions. Yes, wherever people need funeral, wedding, corporate. Yes.
Excellent.
Amazing. Wow.
And also I ship flowers all over the country by letter boxes.
That's the thing. So wonderful. If you've got a website, people anywhere can actually log in and buy.
If people were interested in picking up some flowers from yourself, where can people find you? What information have we got?
The easy way is go through www.fleetflowers.co.uk, or a lot of people that are happy to ring me or email me. Most of the people they ring to make sure that they get what they want.
Sure.
And it's very personalized.
Yeah.
And another extra touch that I add to my customers is a lot of people that they send flowers for a member of the family that they haven't seen for a while. So I'm happy to go to, let's say, people's homes or care homes and take a photo of the person that is receiving the flowers, and then they say, smile, come on, let's pretend to be happy today. And people smile and they take a photo and then say to the
I love the care and attention that you put into it, because you don't get that.
No.
You go to all these other flower shops, you wouldn't see a florist come around your house and say, right, is this the, for example, if I was going to buy a bunch of flowers for my nana, it's not
a box in the door.
It's a case of, right, this is what we offer. You can't tailor it. This is what we sell. but the care and attention that you're explaining to us that you offer is second to none. Like I'm blown away with the attention you put in. It's fantastic to hear,
and it's very stimulating for me. It's very rewarding to see people.
They open that box, or when you give it, like you said, you deliver locally, and you know when it's come from you that's made the bouquet, and you're giving it to the person, that connection as well, that you can see firsthand the reaction that you get.
And then
I can't believe.
And then in the other hand, the person that get the flower, that they send the flowers, is so happy because sometimes they are from the other part of the world, Australia, New Zealand, the other part of the town or the country or the county or whatever, and it's nice to see
I can imagine
the person and also what kind of the flowers they are getting, because you know that you see the photo but you don't visualize the size or what are they getting.
Do you offer advice to people as well that have potentially bought flowers from you in the past and they're still going strong, and then give advice on how to care for them? Absolutely,
definitely, 100%. Yes, I ask them always that I suggest to cut a good 2 centimeters at the end of the flowers in vertical, and also a spoon of bleach will help the flowers to keep them happy for longer.
Yeah, I've heard about that as well. I thought it's like sugar.
Yes.
Does sugar work as well?
Bleach is better, because what they want is a clean water, so the bleach keep the water to be clean for longer.
There you are, folks. You heard it here first. Bleach with your flowers.
Yeah, interesting.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And you assume that they are going to kill the flowers.
No. Yeah, you normally think that. It kills germs.
It kills germs, so surely you'd think it would then damage the flowers, but
no.
It makes flowers healthier and
so people out there, like, if I was going to buy for somebody, I wouldn't know where to start. I normally just buy the traditional or buy a rose, buy this, depends if it's romantic and stuff. So can people kind of like send a picture and say, this is my partner, what do you recommend? And they do things like that as well?
I ask them, what is her style, basically? What does she like? Or how is she? And people, sometimes they don't get what I'm talking about and say, let's say, I'm happy to talk. I am quite colorful. You can see that I'm Latino, quite lively. So someone like me will be happy to go with color. But some people is more like reserved, calm. So maybe color is not what they really want.
If is a question for yourself with that in mind then. So if you were to create a bespoke bouquet of flowers for yourself, what flowers would you pick? What flowers would sum up your personality, Olga?
Hydrangeas, tulips, eucalyptus, all of this exotic stuff that I'm adding today. But it's very unusual. I didn't know the name because every week I get a new exotic flowers. So it's hard to track the name. So the new flower that I'm getting every week, but definitely hydrangeas, tulips, eucalyptus. Yes.
Wonderful.
They're really nice, aren't they?
Yes, and if you go online, if you go in Google and you go for Google flowers, you will find me there, and people say that the quality of the flowers is insane. And you will find along of the 4 years, people keep saying that, what is great. So far right now, all my reviews, there are 5 stars.
You were showing me a review just before we sat down of a guy that his flowers are still very vibrant and full of life 4 weeks after he's received them.
Insane.
Which you buy supermarket flowers and they die after 2 weeks.
2 weeks in the best scenario.
Yeah. Supermarket flowers, they're rubbish.
They are rubbish.
This is quality.
This is quality, it's care, it's attention, it's Fleet flowers. They're wonderful. It's been a pleasure, Olga.
Thank you. Likewise.
Here at SMJ Media Group, we are a non-profit company providing fun, free content for local businesses. If you like our content and would like to support us, please visit buymeacoffee.com/SMJ Media Group and buy us a coffee.